Hey guys, so today I'm doing my December 2015 favorites. These are going to be products strictly from the end of November all throughout December that I really fell in love with. And I also will be doing a separate video on all of my beauty favorites throughout the year of 2015. But the first thing that I really wanted to talk to you guys about is probably my favorite liquid foundation that I have ever tried yet. This is the Dior Skin Star Foundation. I got mine in the shade 31, which I believe is sand. And you can tell it's a little bit too dark for me right now, but typically I go jogging outside and my skin just naturally gets a little bit of a tan even when I wear a sunscreen. But since I haven't been jogging outside, I am really fair right now and this is a little bit too dark, but I'm going to fake tan so that I can wear this weekend because this foundation is so beautiful. I love this so much because it looks gorgeous in pictures, even with flash photography, natural lighting. It looks amazing when I'm filming on camera. You guys have been asking what I've been wearing when I've been wearing this on camera. I can see those of you that have a skin type similar to mine really liking this because it has a satin finish. It's not completely matte. I don't like things to be completely matte, at least on my skin tone, on my skin type, just because I am a little bit more on the dry side of combination skin. And I can see people with oily skin really liking this as well because lately my nose has been getting really oily, and as long as I use the right primer, this doesn't get goopy or start oxidizing a strange color from the oils in my skin or anything like that. It's just a gorgeous foundation that holds up very well. I like to apply this with a brush, but my favorite way is with a beauty blender, but sometimes I forget to use a beauty blender. But even with the brush, it doesn't show brush strokes as long as you buff it out lightly. The coverage builds amazing if you want to layer it up and give it a more full coverage look. I would say one layer is a little bit more medium though, but it still keeps a very skin-like finish to it. It doesn't look fake or cakey or anything like that. I absolutely love this foundation, and I do plan on doing an updated foundation routine showing you guys this stuff in action because it is beautiful and amazing and the best that I've tried. Alright, so this is a new primer that I've been trying, and I'm sure so many of you are familiar with this because it's everywhere. This is the Porefessional from Benefit. This is typically not the type of primer that I really ever like to go for because it is very slick and silicone-y, so I don't like to use this all over my face. I just feel like I'm wearing a mask and my skin feels very suffocated. But as I mentioned previously, my skin has been getting a little bit more oily on my nose and right in the center of my forehead, so that is strictly where I apply a primer like this. So I think that this is really great for kind of spot treating, specifically where your skin gets super oily or where you have problematic pores, things like that. But for what it does, used in specific areas, I think it's really great, and I do actually really recommend it. And then I have a bronzer and a highlighter that I really want to share with you guys. You guys know that I am obsessed with bronzer, illuminator, highlighter. It's all my favorite. Like, those are just my absolute favorite makeup products ever, and I've got two really great ones to share with you guys. The first one is the Lancome Star Bronzer in the shade Solaire. Come on. It's so beautiful. When you actually get to look at the product up close in the pan, you can see that it's a very beautiful mid-tone warm bronze, and it's got a little bit of a very fine gold shimmer all throughout it. If I'm going to be bronzing the entire face, I typically don't like to go for bronzers that are are totally matte, just because I feel like they're harder to blend out and they can make the skin look a little bit muddy and shadowy. I love this for an all-over bronzing effect on the skin. It is so gorgeous and gives you a very warm, youthful glow to your skin, and I'm actually wearing this as a blush today because, like I said, it's really warm, so you can use it multiple ways. I've got a little bit on my lids in the crease for a shadow just to warm up the skin. And yeah, I just applied this only to the apples of my cheeks as a blush, and I really love it. Like I said though, I'm a little bit more pale today, so I could get away with it. It's Lancome, so the powder is very finely milled, extremely pigmented. It's just a really great high quality bronzer. Highly recommend it. Have been loving it. And the next product, the highlighter, I'm sure most of you guys probably already own because it sold out the first time it was on sale. This is Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. So this is the color that Jaclyn Hill created in collaboration with Becca. It's this beautiful, warm, I would say on me it pulls slightly peachy, but this is no exception to any of the other Becca pressed powders. It is just buttery and soft and extremely pigmented, and the littlest bit goes the longest way. This is the highlighter that I'm wearing on my face, and it's also under the brow as a brow bone highlight and in my tear duct. It's gorgeous. I can see this working on a multitude of skin tones. If you are interested in the Becca highlighting pressed powders, I think that these really are my favorite, the best of pressed powder highlights that I've tried so far, and I just keep adding on to my collection of these because I love them all so much, and Champagne Pop is beautiful. So definitely highly recommend this. I love it just as much as everybody else on YouTube. I have two mascaras to share with you guys, and the first one is the Smashbox X-Rated Mascara. This is the newest mascara that Smashbox has released. And at first, I honestly thought the brush was pretty intimidating. It is rather large, but because it is shaped like a triangle, the points of the triangle give you a little bit more control. You get a little bit more precision. You can get right to the root of the lash line, and it really does elongate the lashes. It gives tons of volume, and it's a flexible mascara. The way it dries, it's not flaky or crispy or hard. The lashes are soft and feathery and have tons of flex to them, no flaking. It looks beautiful on the lower lashes as well because it doesn't clump the lashes together and make them look short. And I think the better your lashes are, the more amazing this is going to look on your lashes. If you're someone like me who has very, straight and short eyelashes, it still does amazing wonders, especially for my lower lashes, but I think the longer and more beautiful your lashes are naturally, this could potentially make your eyelashes look like they're falsies. I do love this and I do recommend this, but I know that this is on the pricier side, and I am not typically one to spend a ton of money on mascara. So I did also want to mention a great one from the drugstore that I tried this month as well and love equally as much as the Smashbox X-Rated. This is the new L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar Mascara. And honestly, when I first tried this, I was expecting it to be a fiber mascara. I thought that this was going to be kind of like L'Oreal's version of the Unique Moodstruck mascara. That's what I had initially thought, but this is not a fiber-based mascara. You start off with side number 1, and it is a white lash primer. This volumizes the lashes, adds a little bit of length, but mostly really fattens them up and kind of separates them. And then step number 2, you get a spoon. Well, it's not really a spoon-shaped brush, but it does have a little bit of a curve to it. And this is really what elongates the lashes and thickens them up, but I think step number 1 is really what fattens them up. Step number 2 is really what gives them a little bit of length and helps with the separation as well. These are both bristle, all of these are bristle brushed wands. They are not the plastic ones. I prefer bristle wands. Highly recommend both of these. They're both worth giving a shot, especially if you are in the market for a new lengthening and volumizing mascara. Alright guys, so as usual, I have a ton of lip products to talk about with you. But the first one that I wanted to talk about is a lip treatment. This is by Kaplan MD. This is their Lip 20 Mask. That's what it looks like. It's got kind of a moussey consistency. It's very light and fluffy. You apply it to your lips, and then it's recommended to leave on for I think 2 to 5 minutes, and then you dab it off with a towel. I like to leave it on for a lot longer than that, and then I do wipe it off with a towel, and it does come with a balm also by Kaplan MD that you can apply right afterward, but I like to just use my regular nipple balm because I wasn't crazy about the balm partner to this, but the mask is truly amazing. It really does just shoot moisture into your lips and make them feel all plump and pillowy and soft. And for lip colors, I'm going to get started with the 2 that I wore the most this past month that you guys asked the most questions about. So the first one that I wore to death was the lip gloss by The Balm in the shade Gur. It's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It is just a gorgeous, sheer, purpley brownie nude. There it is right there. Very beautiful, looks gorgeous on its own. You don't even have to wear a lip liner with this because it's got a little bit of a tint to it, so it does define. It's not just like a sheer clear gloss that doesn't give your lips any definition or shape. It does give the lips a little bit of definition and shape because it's got a tint to it too. So love this, seriously, probably so much. What am I saying? I just love this so much. Why did I say probably? Next thing that I wore a lot is by MAC, and this is in the shade Hug Me. This I wore a lot, and I would take Snapchat selfies with it, and so many of you guys would snap me back and ask what it was, and there is Hug Me. It is a sheer nude. I believe this is a luster. Yes, it's a luster. Again, gorgeous on its own, but really does look nice on top of liners and other lip colors. It's a great mix-in because it's not fully opaque. It's got a little bit of shine to it. Another lip color that I was really loving is Posy Tint from Benefit. This is a sheer tinted balm in the shade of Posy Tint, their cheek tint. And I'm not quite sure if the camera is going to pick up this swatch. There it is. It is a light bubblegum baby pink. Looks really pretty on top of a lip liner. I like to use this on top of Strip Down or Whirl from MAC. It just puts a really beautiful pink tint, and it also looks really great on those no makeup days when you just want to brighten up your face and give a little bit of a flush to your skin. That's what I really like this for, and it's also a really good balm. So if you don't have a typical chapstick on you, I was using this a lot because I forgot to put chapstick in my purse, and I would just put this on top of my lips and I was set. Then my last lip color favorite is from Jordana. It's part of their Modern Matte lipstick collection, and this one is in the shade Frappuccino. Or I'm sorry, Matte Frappuccino, but Frappuccino nonetheless. So there's Matte Frappuccino. It's a very warm hazelnut brown, pretty in its entirety. Like if you really layer it on there and get it fully opaque to this type of shade. But it's also really pretty if you just kind of dab it on your lips sheerly. They don't have the best staying powder. They don't have the best staying power despite being matte. So I think, again, give it a good lip liner to attach onto when you're going to get it to last a little bit longer. But this is a really beautiful brown, and I know that brown shades have been really popular the past 2 months, especially during the winter. So I've been liking this one. It is a little bit dark, so it's more of a night evening time shade than a daytime shade for me personally. This is the nail color that I was wearing so much this month. It was always on my hands in pictures and on Snapchat, and you guys were always asking. This is part of the new OPI Gel Shine line, which is available at Sally Beauty Supply, and this one is in the shade Mr. Right Now. It is a medium dark burgundy red, and it's beautiful. You guys know that my nails are always red or nude. If they're not red or nude, who am I at that point? I pretty much always have red or nude nails. So this has definitely been my favorite red of the month. I wore it so much. It's beautiful. Definitely a great red that I would recommend to you guys. But like I said, it is a gel color. So you have to have a light for this to work on your hands. So, yep. I've got 2 fashion favorites for you guys. And the first one that I wanted to mention is my coat. It is a petite coat from J. Crew. It's long, so it covers your bum about pretty much up to your knees, and that keeps you significantly warmer. Like if you get a longer coat, they really do keep you so much warmer. And because this is petite, the proportions are so good to my body. So they're good for you shorter girls. They don't look floppy. It doesn't look like you're swimming in this. It just, everything fits where it's supposed to fit. And then the other thing that I really appreciate about this coat, aside from how warm it is that it comes with a belt. So you can tie the belt around your waist and it doesn't look like you're wearing a sleeping bag. It looks like you've got a little bit of shape to your body, and it's really flattering, especially if you're gonna have to be wearing a coat a lot. If you live where it snows like me, then you're gonna be in your coat a lot and you don't wanna feel like you're wearing something super frumpy. So have been loving this. extremely warm. Like I said, it's from J. Crew. I will try to find this exact coat online and link it for you guys. If I can't find it online, I wanted to let you know that I did buy this just a month ago, so it should still be on the floor right now. And then this last fashion favorite, I am so excited about. I have not been this excited about a pair of jeans ever in my entire life, but these are the best jeans I have ever tried. Nothing can beat these from being my favorite jeans ever. This is Topshop denim. It is Topshop Moto Jean Jamie Petite. So if you're shorter like me, then these are going to be perfect for you, and you're going to be able to find your exact size because it goes by waist and the length of your legs. So there is just any size that you could ever imagine. Topshop denim, like, I just don't think you can beat it, and I don't think you can beat the fit of the Jamie Moto Jean. It is just absolutely so perfect. Like, me and my friend Liz, you guys know Liz from Megan and Liz, we both went out one night and we were just talking about how amazing Jamie jeans are because we both bought a pair, but I didn't know that she had them and she didn't know that I had them, and then I was just like, wait, are those Topshop? And she was like, yeah, are those? And then we were like, oh my god, the Jamie jean, because they're so perfect. I have 3 pairs now. I just bought this pair over the weekend and I didn't take this off. I cannot share with you the amount of excitement that I have over this silly pair of jeans. But they are so perfect. I highly recommend them to you guys, and check them out. Alright guys, so those were all of my favorites for the month of December, and like I said, I will be doing a 2015 beauty favorites. A lot of you guys have been requesting that, so thank you so much. I was already planning on doing it, but it's making me even more excited that so many of you guys have requested one from me, so thank you so much. If you guys have any questions about anything that I mentioned in this video, then feel free to leave them down below, and I will of course get back to you. Please come follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I will have all 3 of those directly linked down below for you guys. I love talking to you guys on Snapchat. Some of you guys are super funny, so that's really fun. And I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys all so much. Happy New Year. Bye guys.